What is the best number? By the way, there's only one correct answer.
Number 10. Sheldon's shirts.
Hey, ladies, please, we're not here to talk about Penny, okay? We're here to talk about me. Einstein von Brains, oh, darn it. All right, I guess the cat's out of the bag.
Have you ever noticed Sheldon's t-shirts? Of course you have. Whether they depict a superhero or a scientific principle, Sheldon's shirts are a defining part of his personality. What you may not know is how much further they extended beyond his outward appearance.
I am not going to Lebanon to return Super Mario Brothers the movie!
It might be fun. You love hummus.
As it turns out, the colours of his shirts often represent his current emotional state. Green often has Sheldon feeling overly happy or confident. Red shirts, like his Flash one, are often seen when he's angry, upset, or showcases feelings of passion on a subject.
Yeah, I don't see why I'm the one being persecuted here. Dr. Hofstadter, he was bragging about his sexual desirability to anyone who would listen.
As you rewatch the old episodes, take note of how Sheldon's acting and what shirt he's got on. You'll spot a correlation. Number 9. Sheldon's favourite number. In season 4, Sheldon made it known that the best number was 73. He provides a long-winded explanation to the boys about why the nature of this number makes it so perfect.
73 is the 21st prime number. Its mirror, 37, is the 12th, and its mirror, 21, is the product of multiplying, hang on to your hats, 7 and 3.
He loves this number so much that from time to time, you can often see him sporting a shirt with nothing more than the number 73 on the front.
Oh, this access point should be the closest analog to the mines.
It's gonna be so much more accurate than the steam room at the gym.
Plus, there's almost no chance we'll see any of our co-workers half naked.
Aside from his fascination with it and its mathematical curiosities, it also happens to be the year Jim Parsons, who plays Sheldon, was born. Lastly, the episode this bit aired in was the 73rd overall episode of the show.
Did I lie?
We get it. 73 is the Chuck Norris of numbers.
Chuck Norris wishes.
Number 8. Star Trek: The Next Generation. Star Trek stars like William Shatner, Brent Spiner, George Takei, and even Leonard Nimoy all had appearances in one form or another throughout the run of the show.
I think this is the greatest in my entire life.
It's all right, buddy. One day you'll meet a girl.
Most notable, however, has been Will Wheaton's recurring role as a version of himself. He was a major cast member of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I know this may finish me as an acting ensign, but
Shut up, Wesley!
On occasions where Sheldon has shown up at Will's doorstep, keen observers will have picked up on one very specific nod to Will's Star Trek.
Will Wheaton! Will Wheaton! Well, how many was that?
Hey Sheldon, what's up?
The number on his door reads 1701. For fans of Trek, you'll recognise that as the 4-digit portion of the registration number for the Starship Enterprise. It's certainly a step up from the nod to pi on Amy's apartment door.
Not being familiar with Will Wheaton's body of work, there was no way for you to know you were being rude to a national treasure. Get ready for 130 hours if I told you so.
Number 7. Howard's belt buckle. They have been a staple of Howard's torso since the first day we met him.
Oh, he speaks English, he just can't speak to women.
Really? Why?
He's kind of a nerd. Juice box?
Forever wearing belt buckles of every shape and size, fans would often wonder which one he'd have on next week. We even got a big glance into his collection when he made Sheldon wash them all.
That's nice.
But perhaps the most overlooked one popped up on the show's series finale. While planning for the trip to Switzerland, Howard can be seen on the couch wearing a very familiar buckle. Look close. Yep, that's the logo from the very show we watched for 12 years. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment, but a perfect accessory for the final episode.
Sometimes you're just...
That wasn't a no.
Number 6. The 4A flag. Back near the end of season 3, we caught a flashback of Leonard and Sheldon's first meeting. While being oriented about the apartment and its rules, Leonard is given a flag that represents the apartment itself.
The apartment's flag is a gold lion rampant on a field of azure.
We have a flag?
Certainly an oddity among most apartments, but not as curious as to what happened later. At the start of season 6, eagle-eyed fans can spot a small version of the same flag affixed to the refrigerator in Sheldon and Leonard's apartment.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is the love child of Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, two of the most gifted filmmakers of our generation.
Its position seems to move depending on the episode, but it definitely matches the flag Sheldon gave his new roommate. Leonard also claimed the full-size version as his own when Sheldon moved out.
I would like to keep the official flag of our apartment.
You don't even like flags.
Yeah, I like this one.
Number 5. Hidden Adult Section. Fun fact, have you ever noticed there are no Marvel characters in Stuart's comic book shop?
And we throw a party for all the people who don't have dates.
That actually sounds kind of nice.
The theme will be that the greatest love a man can have is the love he has with himself.
That's because Warner Brothers owns the show and the rights to the DC characters. And as much as you'll find countless other comic books within the walls of this store, there seems to be a selection that is off limits to minors.
I'm really looking forward to it. In fact, there's no place I would rather be than here.
Except on a date with anybody.
Literally anybody.
During Raj's Valentine's Day party at the store, you can spot a sign in the back that reads, "No one under 18 beyond this point." What kind of books is he keeping back there? We may never know, given that in the later seasons, the back section seemed to shift several times.
Just because people appreciate comic books doesn't make them weirdos. Stuart's a terrific artist. He went to the Rhode Island School of Design.
Okay, what about the guy over there in the superhero t-shirt tucked into his sweatpants?
Number 4. A nod to Raiders.
It was very entertaining, despite the glaring story problem.
Story problem? Oh, Amy. What a dewy-eyed mooncalf you are.
From early on, David Salzberg was the science consultant on the show. It was his job to make sure the formulas on the boards were always scientifically accurate, save for one. During the season 7 episode, The Raiders Minimization, the formula on the wall behind the DNA decoration is an exact copy of the one shown in the film, Raiders of the Lost Ark, the very movie this episode is about.
I've watched it 36 times, except for the snake scene and the face melting scene, which I can only watch when it's still light out. But
we love how the show found a unique way to honor the source material while hiding it in plain sight. It reminds us of Sheldon's physicist meltdown that showed a YouTube username called OB1.
All right, people, let's get down to the math. It is only three-dimensional thinking that limits our imagination. Can I take my pants off over my head?
Number 3. The Batman Cookie Jar. In the beginning. Okay, maybe not the beginning, but certainly near the start of the show, Leonard kicks Sheldon out of their physics bowl competition team.
A Batman cookie jar.
oh, neat. What's the occasion?
Well, you're a friend and you like Batman and cookies and you're off the team.
To soften the blow, he gives him a Batman cookie jar. It could have easily just been a thrown away prop that we never saw again, but instead, that same jar has resided in that apartment ever since.
No offense, but I've known the guy a really long time.
Well, I've, seen him without pants on.
Again, no offense, but so have I.
Normally seen on the back shelf by the sink, it's been a staple of the set ever since its introduction.
Well, technically, anticipation wouldn't be mediated by endorphins as much as dopamine, but, you've been up all night, so I'll give you that one.
It can even be seen briefly in the very last episode of the series. Number 2. Photos on Penny's fridge. What do you keep pinned to your fridge? Takeout menus, souvenirs? Well, if you're Penny, you put notable photographs there.
Trying to find any scrap of happiness he can. Maybe to make up for the fact that his dad left them when he was 11.
Okay, I will think about it.
From early on, Penny's fridge could be seen with the occasional picture. As time went on, the pictures would change, but often incorporated things you might not expect.
I meant more like a little brother.
Oh. Well, I suppose I do think of you as a sister. And sometimes a mother.
Depending on the episode, you'll see photos of Kaylee Cuoco with other members of the cast and crew. When Penny and Leonard are dating, you can spot a photo of the couple on there as well. The photos are reminiscent of some of the same kinds of family photos seen in Howard's home.
Bernadette and I are getting married. Ma? You too busy bearing down?
Number 1. Carol Ann Susi. We could hear her a mile away, but we never saw her face.
Oh, great.
Book club was canceled! That thing on Phyllis's neck opened up again!
Howard's mum was the bane of his existence until about halfway through the 8th season. Forever yelling at her son, audiences only caught a handful of glimpses of Debbie throughout those 8 years. Sadly, the actress who played his mum, Carol Ann Susi, passed away unexpectedly.
Ma, I'm sorry I didn't take you to the airport. I just want you to know that I'll never forgive myself for being so selfish.
The show chose to honour her by both saying goodbye on the show and leaving a little piece of her behind. A small photo of the actress can be seen on Leonard and Penny's fridge in the immediate follow-up episode.
I'm telling you, you can't create love in a few hours, right?
No, careful. You're poking at the whole foundation of The Bachelor.
This small tribute remained there until the show's final curtain call.